Hot news: Special Counsel's Office takes issue with BuzzFeed report. Washington Special Counsel Robert Mueller's
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.